This is Ryan with One Board Family
Josiah.
and we've got Ghostbusters Protect the Barrier for review today. So this game is actually made by Mattel Games, and it's a reskin of a German game called Ghost Fightin' Treasure Hunters. That game was originally put out in 2013, and this Ghostbusters game was actually put out in 2016 to go along with the new movie that hit theaters. Now, while the movie may not have been a huge success, this game is fantastic. It's a co-op game where players are going to take on one of the roles of the four ladies in Ghostbusters, and they're going to try to tackle the ghosts and all the hauntings that go on in this big building. So let's see what's inside. So Josiah, tell us about the layout of the board.
Well, the board is some kind of mansion.
Yeah, it's like a mansion or some kind of utility. It says it's the Mercado building. Right there. So it's a little glossy. So, but basically you've got, you come in right here, and Josiah, how do you move around?
Well, you'll roll the dice, and whatever number you get, you'll move that number of spaces. And you can go into each colored line right there. Those are doors.
Yep, that's right. So each of these rooms is its own space. So a player can go up through the different hallways and then go into a room that's marked with a letter, the letter H, I, J. And in each of the rooms, you're going to find, in some of the rooms, you're going to find this little energy icon, a little energy token. These little energy tokens is what you're trying to get out of the building. Each of your characters, they look just like the characters from the movie. So I've got Leslie Jones here. And so you put the little energy token in the backpack right there, and you try to get them out of the building. So altogether, the 4 players, or however many players you choose to play with, are trying to get 8 different tokens out of the building to the front of the building, dropping them off at the Ecto-1. So Josiah, tell us about these 2 little creatures, 2 little ghosts here.
Well, when you roll the dice, then if you get 5 or below, then there's a little ghost on it, and you would have to draw cards, and they would tell you where to place the ghost. And they would you would put the ghost in different rooms that have the that have the letters on it.
So there's a deck of cards that has the letters right here, and it's got a picture of the ghost. This one is a ghost that obviously likes moving things because he's got a dolly. My favorite is the toilet ghost. He's somewhere around here. He's a ghost getting flushed down the toilet. It's pretty funny looking. Anyway, this one apparently likes waterfalls, and he's washing himself. That one's a good one. This guy is getting sucked up by something, it looks like. Anyway, these cards tell you where you're going to put these little ghosties. There's like 24 or something ghosts in the box. And so you're going to put a ghost. If you roll a 1 through a 5, like Josiah said, you're going to pick up a card, and you're going to place a ghost somewhere in one of those rooms with that letter. What happens is, as you get 3 ghosts in a room, it's not a good thing. Once you hit 3 ghosts, these guys right here, you get a haunting. And so these guys right here, these big green guys that look like giant boogers. They look like giant boogers. Let's just say it like it is. So these giant booger men, they take over the room. And so what happens is, instead of just being able to fight a ghost on your own and rolling to see whether or not you defeat a ghost with your little ghost die, okay? Instead of that, what you do is you have to defeat the hauntings with 2 players. So what happens is, as the rooms get more haunted, there's only 6 of these little green guys, and these green guys, once you hit 6 of them, the game is over and the place is too haunted for you guys to be there, and you lose the game as a team. But what you want to do is you want to grab a partner, you want to run into a room, and you want to try to defeat these guys before they get too many. There are actually 4 sets of rules, which is kind of cool. So depending on play styles or how old your kids are or whatever, you can choose whether or not you want to introduce these other rule sets. This right here, the advanced rule set, which is actually our favorite. We only play by the advanced rule set. These have blue and green locked doors. So these cards right here get shuffled in. And what happens is, as you shuffle these cards in, every once in a while you're going to pick up a card and it's going to say all the blue doors in the building are locked. So you have to look around and say, does that mess up my plan? You'll see here on the board, you have blue doors right here, right there, right there. There's a green door. There's a green door. So what it might do is it might delay your plans, and it might make your character have to go around a room or go through another entrance and go in through a back way into a room. So the advanced rule set is really pretty cool. And then there's an additional rule set where you have this character, Rowan. This guy comes in the box. He's pretty cool looking. He's like a miniature Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But Rowan is not able to be killed. So as Rowan goes around the board, you're not going to be able to kill him, and you may get stuck in a room with Rowan and not be able to get your energy pack out into the front of the property. The game is really, really fun. What is your favorite aspect of this game, Josiah?
Well, I just like that you can work together instead of most games where you try to defeat each other and win by yourself.
Yeah, that's right. So this game is co-op. It's an amazing family game. The 4 players can play at a time. Since we're a family of 5, that kind of puts one person out. But usually one of the kids is wanting to do something like watch Netflix or something anyway. So, but this is a great 4-player game. It's great at 2 players. In fact, me and my wife Erin, we played it just 2 players one night, just sitting on the floor, and it was actually a lot of fun. It's hard to beat in the advanced mode. We've won every time we've played, but man, we've cut it super close. Just the last time we played, I think we had 5 hauntings on the board, and we were running out. I think Kendall or Josiah was running out with the last energy pack and rolled a 6 and ran right out the door. Man, it was super cool. This is definitely a game that I would pick up. You may not be able to find it in stores, but you can order it off of Amazon. You can go to your local game shop and ask them if they could order it for you. That's a great way to get involved in the local game scene. But again, this is Ghostbusters Protect the Barrier, and it is a game we highly, highly recommend for the family to play. So that's all for now. Be sure to check us out at oneboardfamily.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram, instagram.com, oneboardfamily. Thanks.